Hey, welcome. As the picture behind me might suggest you, today we're going to assemble my Brian Anderson setup. I'm so stoked, so excited because Brian Anderson is one of my favorite skateboarders ever, and anything he does, it's always so cool to watch. I will spend like hours just watching his video parts. Anything he does is always so rad and sick. And yeah, also Brian Anderson has been around for about 35 plus years, I guess, since early 90s as a professional skateboarder. And so for his age, because I think he's like 50 years old at least already, for his age, he still does things that are just a Superman can do. It's just unbelievable. His knees are like Superman knees. It's so strong, it's so sick, it's so rad. All the tricks, the lines he does are really, really, really cool. And this picture right here is from a video part that's been filmed recently for Anti-Hero, and it was in New York, in Queens, precisely. I can tell because I researched the area code of this telephone number right here and this billboard, and that's 718 is Queens telephone number area code. So basically New York, and the spot looks pretty gnarly. It's one of those, little crusty spots, urban street spots like the one I like. And yeah, this is a three flip over a bank. And yeah, the entire video part is super sick. This is a video part for Anti-Hero that came out like 1 or 2 years ago. He also has some video parts for other sponsor of his, like Ace Trucks or Spitfire Wheels, but also are pretty cool. They're all video parts from his previous sponsors. He started with Toy Machine, and then he moved to Girl. Then he quit Girl. He had his own companies for a few years. He closed the company, he quit the company he made, and then eventually he joined Anti-Hero. I think he's been with Anti-Hero for at least 10 years, at least maybe more. So yeah, great skateboarder, cool guy, super cool guy, and also he has a big history in his background, for many reasons, obvious reasons, also sometimes people might identify with. And he has also been an hard worker in life because he used to be a professional cook, and he worked in a very stressful job environment, which is the culinary business. And yeah, so he's a super cool guy. Right, so let's go ahead putting the setup together. I have his pro model 9-inch board, Anti-Hero, Brian Anderson Anti-Hero, 9 inches, and I have the Ace Trucks he skates. He actually has his own signature trucks that Ace designed for him, but at the end of the day, it's the same truck. This is like the standard Ace truck, which actually is not really standard because the feature of this truck is that they are hollow. So this is the hollow Ace AF1. So they are like the light ones. And Brian Nelson has his own like signature one, which is basically all it is. It's got the, I think it's like black base plate and like kind of like dark gray hanger, or vice versa. So they are like colorful basically. They are like double color, and yeah, and they just say like PA somewhere. But at the end of the day, it's the same track. And this Brian Anderson skates. The Brian Anderson tracks usually he personally prefers skating with are a quarter of an inch wider in comparison to the board. So the board is 9 inches, And these tracks are 9.5 actually, I think, because these one are the 77. So 77 are 9.5 inches, so 9.5, and the board is 9. So it's like half of an inch wider in comparison to the board. But this is what Brian Anderson likes skating, and I want to replicate the same setup. I also have I opened the package earlier, so I have the Spitfire wheels, classic formula. These are Spitfire wheels, classic formula, not the Formula 4. They are the classic formula, classic shape 2, and classic formula. Let's call it classic formula. Basically, are just the classic Spitfire classic. 54 millimeters, and yeah, so this is what also he skates. He doesn't skate with the Formula 4, and the reason is because he's old school. He comes from an era when there was no urethane with Formula 4 technology, so he sticks to what he's used to, and is basically this type of urethane, which is like slightly softer, and it feels a little bit stickier on the ground, but who cares? It slides anyway. And honestly, like, since I mostly skate crusty spots and street, these are better actually, because you have better grip and better control on the ground, and the wheels are, you know, they roll smoothly on crusty grounds especially. Yeah, so, and also I have the reds. Actually, these are the Super Reds, Bones Super Reds. Also, this is what he skates. I think he skates actually like Reds ceramic, if I'm not too wrong, but he skates for Bones anyway. So also he skates shieldless. He removes the shield. I'm not gonna take the shield off because bearings are a bit costly sometimes, so I want them to last me for a while. And yeah, so I eventually sometimes I remove the shield, but only after like a few months, maybe a year, when I had to clean them. And once I clean them and lubricate them, I'm not gonna put the shield back sometimes. I leave them without the shield, and so that's the way to go. But when they're new, I keep the shield on. So I think I can get even closer to the camera. So yeah, so there you go. Take another look at the tracks. Aces 77, Olo, and wheels again, Spitfire Spitfire 54 millimeters, just classic urethane, no Formula 4. Right, so then also we have the grip tapes he uses, which is the Jessup, regular Jessup, one of my favorite products also, Jessup. Sometimes I use Mob, but honestly I prefer Jessup because Mobs destroy your shoes after a few sessions. And yeah, so I've tried also I tried Pepper grip tape recently. It's good product as well, which is a product of Mesa distribution, which is the same distribution of Ace tracks. And at the moment I'm really liking anything Ace does. I like Ace bearings as well, but because Brian Anderson skates with Bones, I use Bones Reds for this occasion. And last but not least, I don't know what hardware he skates. I don't think he has any sponsor hardware or like generic, but I have hardware that independent makes, and these are the 1 inches, plus they are like red and black, so I have two reds and all the rest black, so it's good because you can tell me which one is the nose. And yeah, so let's get into the video. I will probably speed up the camera a little bit. Driving home through your trail, gotta find a way to lest we see more it grows, festering out of control. High, oh high, you get that face, I wonder why we ever got it together. What's to say? There's just no clue, we just know what we do. Hope it comes together. It's the normal flow again. It's the stuff you said you'd send. Take it in, wait to see if it's enough just 'cause it's pushed too far. Okay, brand new setup is ready, assembled right here, and I look forward to skating it. Will be a great fun, also because I never skated Brian Anderson boards before, even though he's my favorite skateboarder. And yeah, so it's a wide board, 9 inches, and yeah, so the widest I skated was actually 9.5, which is the John Cardio board, but that was like offer shape, which is like similar to old school kind of. That's one of John Cardio pro models, and yeah, that's I think that's the widest board I ever skated. After John Cardio, also anti-air. Yeah, so anyway, so this is more like a popsicle shape. It's the first time I think I skate 9 inches popsicle, because anything past 9 anyway were like, I also had for a while crooked Nata's Skateboard, which was 9.25 I think it was, or 9.5 actually, but that was like also kind of like shaped board. It reminded a lot of an old school board, and it actually was the Natas. There was basically the shape was a reproduction of the Natas, the very same one with the devil picture. That was the same shape with different graphic, and it was a guest board made by Crooked. So anyway, so speaking about popsicles, I never had anything past 8.75. Never had any 9-inch popsicle. So this will be a great fun because it's a new setup, new measurements, and also tracks. I have, and I skated quite a lot of times with Indies 169 I think they are, which are the 9.0 G5, 9 almost and a half. I had those trucks in this to match with the John Cardio board, but I never had 9.5 Aces, which are at the moment my favorite trucks. I like the way they skate. I like the way they carve. I like the way they give you that sort of a feeling on a board. They give you like stability, but at the same time they turn, and that's what I look for usually in my trucks. So anyway, it will be a great time, and we'll upload a video with me skating this board. For now, I'm just gonna go skate. I'm not gonna skate with this board yet. I wanna finish to use one of my other setups, and yeah, so catch you soon for next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.